Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Who's the Deadbeat, where everything is real life. It's true. It's real people stories, man. Ain't nothing made up. So make sure y'all guys be mindful of y'all comments of what y'all saying because these are real people lives and people are going through it. And we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we always judge and you
Oh, okay.
alienating kids from their parents and you
Okay.
being bitter, no matter if you're a baby daddy or a baby mama. Deadbeats is deadbeats, and that's how we call it. But anyway, happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. It's a love day, so I'm gonna try to be nice to my husband, of course. But everybody, if you're new here, our page, we stand against parental alienation. So please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the new subs. We're trying to get them up so we can raise awareness. So we appreciate all the feedback and all the support. And yeah, this is what we do. So keep in mind, who's the deadbeat is not reliable or liable for any court proceedings or any litigations to follow here after the interview. And yeah, just keep it clean. Don't get yourself in no jam because we starting to think that we're gonna start charging y'all when y'all need us to write letters to judges and everything when everybody's trying to say, well, they said this and they did that.
Hey,
So
stop
keep it
alienating your damn kids then, and when you won't be on our page.
keep it clean, keep it cute.
No videos come down either. With that being said, we're finna hop right into it so we can all get to this loving. Everybody's trying to get on this love day. Well, it's a Who's the Deadbeat hour right now, though.
Okay.
All right, we got
Get
a
into it.
we got a guest, Reggie from the Adjective Age. Reg, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Are we
Feeling
good?
good, feeling good. How about you?
I'm well. I'm well.
That's
Oh,
good.
where you calling from?
I'm calling out Virginia.
Oh, okay. Well, tuning in from, I always say calling, we're tuning in from. We got VA in the house. Okay. How many kids do you have?
Me, I got four.
Okay. And how many is being alienated?
One.
Do you have do they have different mothers or is all the same mother?
No, three from one, and now the new one is the one that's being alienated from the new mother.
Okay.
Three.
Was it a situationship? Was y'all married or what? One night stand?
We was married for 2 years.
Mm. Okay.
That
So
was it. That was all it took for me.
So you have four kids by two different women. One woman has three children, and the other woman has one child.
Yep.
And the
Go
one with
ahead.
the one with the one child is the one you were married to. So this is your wife. That's
Ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
this was your wife. I know what I said. I know the difference between wife and
Yeah.
ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was your wife, now ex-wife, who's now alienating your child. So how old are you? How old is your child?
Child is 2 years old.
Okay, so
Wow.
a
A
baby,
baby.
pretty much.
And
Yeah. Yeah. He's a boy. He's a boy, and he's a 2-year-old boy, and yeah, I mean, I
so
can answer any of your questions.
okay. So this is a question we always ask everybody. Um Today we on time with it. But
So who's
who's the
deadbeat?
deadbeat?
Oh man, unfortunately, the mother's a deadbeat. In this case,
Okay.
Okay.
Well, kind of take us through the marriage. You said it only lasted 2 years, so you
yeah.
guys are now divorced, correct?
Oh man, it was yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So get us there, because I know we when we talk about this, and not to get long with the
You're right. Right.
sidetrack,
Oh, you're right.
we appreciate men who do come here and they were married and they try to have a family, and those are the cases that are really even strange because if together, how could it get so like where we are today. And so that's why I want you guys to give a background of what happened.
Nah, I appreciate you guys. This right here is a good platform to do these kind of conversations. I agree with you. Yeah, man, I didn't realize it was gonna be so right now like that, but this is fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a
Let's take us from the
Let's
top.
take us
to,
from
Let's
the
to
take
yeah
us
top.
from
to
the
give
top.
to give
It's just a
everybody.
conversation. It's just a
You
conversation.
can you
You
can
right, you right. Just to give
you
everybody that good
you can
look.
you can end it from your past relationship with the three kids, and then you can start off how you met her and y'all got married and
All right, I'll give I'm gonna get to it then, get right to the point. But yeah, no, oh man. So my first three children are by my chosen mother, first chosen mother. I actually have a great relationship with her now,
Okay.
that we're kind of apart, and we really, it was just a growing apart. I don't think it wasn't too much like the ill will, or it wasn't like
yeah.
anything bad. Yeah, it wasn't no sour type of, it wasn't really bad. Maybe like I've experienced now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Because you guys co-parent well, so
exactly that, it ended up being a good co-parenting situation. That's basically what it ended up being. And even though the kids, that happened when the kids were around like 5, because I got a boy girl twin,
okay.
and then I got an older boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're 11 and 10 now. The
Okay.
oldest one's 11 and the twins are 10 now. So yeah, ever since then, things have, it all, man. I know the youngest boy was the one that kind of took it the hardest, and it started coming. He started having a little thing in school, but I tell you, when I saw that happen, I personally kind of, made sure over the next couple years to get him back, because I just, you know, every
Yeah.
kid takes it different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I specifically noticed certain things. This is how just in tune I was, just trying to give an example or whatever, but been there the whole time. So things worked out good with and it's still to this day, is what I mean,
And that speaks volumes because
It does.
it shows that you are
Yeah.
active father
Okay.
with your other kids. You can co-parent well with your ex with those children. So
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of sets
I don't want to
the
say, I just want to tell the story. I feel you.
Okay.
go ahead.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
And
I ain't even trying to
get
put
us to
nothing
the
extra
better.
on it either, because
Get us
it
to the
is what
bitter.
it is.
I
It's
like
like,
You
that.
break it.
oh,
Okay. So you pause for a second. So
Okay.
we were
yeah, there
saying
you go.
get
Yeah.
us to the bitter.
Oh, you guys, let me make sure the phone don't cut off. My apologies. One second.
Okay.
My apologies. I just want to make sure I stay connected here. One second.
All right.
Yeah, let me.
Not get us to the bitter. We're gonna use that.
Get us to the
We gotta
better.
implement get us to the bitter.
Man, because they be tripping on him, man. Like he said, he a good father. Well, he's a good co-parent, a good father, and if he can get it right on that end, he should be able to get it right with all his kids and the mothers
Exactly.
of his kids. So it got to
Exactly.
be some type of resentment or bitterness or something going on over there.
I mean, given the fact that they were married and now divorced,
There
that
we go.
that's
All
Nah,
right,
yeah,
you
no.
got a dark screen. You got
You
an
got an
echo
echo
and you
and
got
you
a
got a
dark
dark
screen.
screen.
Can't
Can't
see you.
see you. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
screen
Screen
y'all
yard
tripping
tripping
tonight.
tonight. It is.
started
Started
come
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 out
out.
and come back
Come
in.
back in. Oh, try to
End
pop
it,
up.
end it, and come
And
back
come
in.
back in. Okay. Okay.
All right,
Let's
all right.
see if this works.
Y'all be patient to with us tonight, man. We know y'all trying to hurry up and get to the love making, but we appreciate y'all for spending y'all time with us tonight on this Valentine's Day to hear these crazy stories. But we about to get right back into it. Here we go. Where Reggie at?
Yeah, it's
It's-
really crazy how these it go from Love to hate.
Real fast. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. All right. We got Reggie back.
All right, all right. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now get us to
Better.
the better.
My apologies. Oh my God. Thank you for your patience there. Yeah, to pick right back up where we left off. So to this day, still great co-parenting relationship with my three children, Miles, Ariana, and Raymond. I don't want to put them out there, but but yes. So now moving forward, um, I'm in a good co-parenting relationship with my previous children's mother.
Hmm.
I meet my ex-wife in this is 2019, 2018, 2019. We get married in 2020,
Mm.
2021, 2021. We're divorced by 2023. By the end of 2023, we're divorced.
Why?
Literally.
Who made the decision to divorce? Who ended it?
I can't make this up. I don't want to put too much extra on it. I remember the exact day, October 7th, 2023, is when I took my two sons from my first relationship to the barber shop. It was a Saturday morning.
Okay.
And by the time I got back, everybody was gone. So, well, the bit her
Yeah.
her it was a blended family situation. She only had a high schooler.
Okay.
She had a daughter, so her daughter was getting ready to graduate as a senior.
Okay.
So she was already on her way. So the older daughter, she was gone. She already had a car. She was already kind of moving around on her own
Hmm.
schedule. But yeah, the daughter and the baby and her were gone, and I'm here with my three other children. No
Wow.
word, no heads up, no type of. It was really an abandonment, man. I but straight up.
So
I mean,
what led up to it? Like you didn't see any signs where you guys fighting? Like
yeah,
Cheating.
what
yeah,
happened?
yeah. I'm. Let me bring it home. You right, you right. Definitely saw the red flags. After they say, what do they say? They say, however long you were together, you were breaking them half the time, right?
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
That phrase. So after a year, I'm the my mind was where I was trying to work with my wife. I'm creating the life where we can be around each other more. We could be around the family. It's like a working. I kept trying to drop these seeds, man. I tell you, but when I noticed that she wanted to make this other big purchase, which was more material and nonsense, it was more, more on some. It really let me know where she was at after I kind of, and that was the confirmation for me. Even though I did it for her, I never let her knew. Man, I was pretty much. I looked at her completely different because the whole entire time I'm talking this language, and she just completely went against it. She was never really on board, but I approached her with a lot of the finances. I was approaching her with a lot of those conversations, and it was, unfortunately, I was bringing some infidelity stuff to her that was brought to, that was kind of, things were
So
being revealed around me.
who was on the infidelity side, her or you?
It was her. I was actually bringing it up to her, what I had basically, come to
Uh,
the conclusion of, and blah blah blah. I'm trying to have a straight up conversation with her, and then she lied to me again. I just knew. Woo!
okay, so let me say this.
At that point,
Cause for the viewers, right?
yeah.
Some of these people ain't that
I'm sorry. Yeah, let
they
me
can't.
just break it down.
So
Let's
you
break it
gotta
down.
give like some details. You gotta tell us like, hey, I felt she was cheating. I went through her phone. I saw Bob say this and she did that. And that's how we have to do it because we gotta,
We gotta
I'm
follow
with
the
you.
what's how it got to the point of you leaving to go to the barber shop and coming to an empty house. You know what I'm
I'm with
saying?
you. I'm with you. So, no, that's a good point. Thank you. So after
It don't have to be rushed. We got time.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
understand.
We
You
got
probably
time.
nervous too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm just trying to. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, because it's a lot of information. So you like, how can I tell this in such a short time? So you kind of, but
yeah,
no,
we
just start from the top and work your way
yeah,
down. We
we
gonna be
got you.
right here.
We got
Nah, I appreciate it. No, you right.
Cause y'all was y'all happy before you got married? Who you
Oh
proposed?
man,
Like what?
because I told you it
Made,
was around 2018. So I was the type. I was the person that was like, we gonna wait to get married. Because she was all trying to, the love bombing, the whole. Yeah, this was. I didn't know the definition, but I knew the techniques. so
right.
so this is that's my moment that I'm having.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting the faces with the names and all this stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
And now I could call it down my whole family line, whoever has these, whoever
Same
has this, yeah,
characteristics. Yeah.
whoever, yeah, acts like this really. So that was for me. But yeah, when we got together in 2018, I knew her from college.
Okay.
I went to school in Virginia Beach. That's where I met both the women, my first children's mother, and ironically,
you.
right?
Virginia
I know how to
Beach.
pick them. I know how to pick them. Jesus Christ. I never look at anybody go from over no more. But
right.
but yeah, I did. I knew her from college, and we had a good rapport that I tried to kind of come back around, and it was one of those situations where, oh man, it was we had a good rapport before. Let's kind of reconnect and maybe see where we're at and how things are going.
Mm-hmm.
And it was long distance. That
Okay.
and that's how see. So that's where a lot of the red flags may have not been picked up as
So
quickly as they
what was you
needed to be.
living and where was she living at the
Is what.
time?
So that thank you. That I'm glad I'm cooking now with this because it all makes sense. It all makes sense. um, I'm in Virginia. She had actually moved to Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she's in Orlando. I'm in Virginia. We start doing the long distance thing. Um, but we actually kept it pretty consistent where we were seeing each other um like monthly or
Regular.
every other
Yeah.
month. We had a good battle rhythm. We were getting a good
Yeah.
Right.
rhythm. We
It
were
was
getting a good
working.
rhythm. It was more about just reconnecting. I mean, I don't know what you've been up to, so I'm really going through that thorough process. But hindsight 2020, man, it was just a lot of lying going on. It was a lot of misleading. She was
Mm-hmm.
still dealing with the other guy from the first child, the oldest child,
Mm.
but was telling me one thing. Oh my God. And I'm not the
So hold on real quick. So who moved where?
she moved to Virginia ultimately.
Oh, okay.
Ultimately, what happened was she ended up moving out here to Virginia. And when we divorced, she moved right back. She moved right back. With the quickness. I mean,
So was it like a issue of the blended family type thing? Was that because we know we have a blended family and we know how
It could get
difficult
rough.
it can
yeah,
be. Like
yeah,
it can really go south if you're not aligned. You know what I mean? So
a good point.
the
That's a
the
good.
oldest girl, how was she? I know she probably had a close relationship with her dad. What did she have a close relationship with you? Like how was
No,
that once they moved there?
no. Thank you for elaborating on that. I was concerned about her. This girl stayed in her room most of the time. I noticed she didn't really
Mm.
want to be hang out with her. She didn't really want to be around her mom like that. I'm talking about to the point where my relatives noticed that she was staying in the room a lot and da 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 and
But
standoffish
it
thing.
didn't move. The relocation part of it can depress kids. We've been through it, but
That's what I
um,
thought it was.
what was so alarming other than because teenagers they are distant
And,
anyway,
now,
right?
it. I never really over pried because of that. I allowed the room to, that space to give it time
Yeah.
and all like that. And I had some great conversations. You know, don't
Okay.
I think we were fine. Actually, I helped her with a lot with the car that she was dealing with, that car situation. So it was good rapport there. It was
Any
good.
beef with the dad? Any
She
problems?
to what was told to me, she didn't connect with him. I think that she was
Hmm.
doing the same thing. This was the
Yeah.
second play.
Yeah, but to say that they were still involved, that's kind of weird because typically if the parent is involved with the other parent, they still can't that never mind because I don't
I
want to stick my
I
foot in my
I
mouth.
know,
They still can alienate the kid even still being involved. So
you
that's
know,
true.
and I don't want to throw nothing on her or nothing like that, but the way this thing unraveled, it got dark. I mean, she going both ways, a lot of partying, a lot of it's wild. She
All
from
right, so
Memphis.
so give so what did you discover then?
Yeah. What
Tell
was
us
Well,
that. What was the big bang that she kept lying about and
then you
okay,
really figured out like I made a mistake. Like I shouldn't have did that.
gosh, okay. So I was telling y'all about after that 1 year point, how so I had a few more conversations. Now the type of work she did, working for the VA, blah blah blah. Now she got to travel a lot. That was the
Okay.
that was the mo. That was the mo. It
Okay.
was, and
But
I didn't really
this is the baby is coming soon as you guys get married. Did you get married after she was pregnant or before?
before
Okay,
it
because
it
the
it was.
baby's still young at this point that she's saying that she has to travel, right? So who kept the
You
baby?
know who's that? We both work from home.
Okay.
So
Post
so
COVID. Okay.
so it's me. I cut the baby's umbilical cord. Okay, I'm the hand. Wait a minute, I'm hands. I got pictures. Okay, you know how the baby come out first. You got to do the skin to skin and all this stuff, man. Come on, man. That's not. I'm that person.
so
So
what was the
so
lie?
Yeah,
So what
so
was the
cause
lie?
I was
yeah.
about to, that's what I was about to elaborate. That after that 1 year, had a few. It was July after one of them work trips. Yo, she gonna come back or something, and she's basically like dry snitching on herself. I'm listening to her like, um, you know, this dinner after work type of thing or whatever with the work people, work dinners, all this BS. And then I seen pictures. That's what it was. I seen some pictures, you know, and then I'm asking the questions. Nothing lined up, G. Nothing lined up.
So
I was
was it even a work trip at all, or was this
I
just
don't even know.
strictly?
That's kind of that's why it left me. It left
Yeah.
me like you ain't even at work.
Right.
You doing your own thing. And look, it's diabolical. Like it's diabolical to some level. Like you wearing my favorite color dress or something. It's trying to be like psychological on some. Woo! It's dirty. It's foul. It's
Yeah.
foul. It's
Yeah.
foul. So this ain't no normal. Like I'm trying to get away from somebody I want to break up. No, this is like I want to try to destroy somebody.
Yeah.
I want to try to like break your spirit or something. You know what I
But
mean? Like
why
I'm
but
trying to
why but
come.
But
why
why?
would
Like,
you think
yeah,
she would
why
do
she want to
that?
do that? What's the beef with you?
Yo, okay. Let me. My bad. You right. Let me highlight this. I never forget this. It was right around the time we first moved in. We're going over household expenses. She pull out the Excel sheet now. I don't mind. I don't mind. We going in on it. But it was the way she did it. It was like she was almost kind of like shitting on my numbers. I'm sorry, I don't want to, say,
You fine.
but
You fair? It's
she was
good.
kind of trying to almost like, like this your little contribution in my. so so
Okay.
so
Man.
so what
Okay.
happened? What happened? What happened was your boy didn't turn around 6 months later and upped his game.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, all I did, I didn't rub it in or nothing. I didn't rub it in, but I think that's how she took it, yo.
But y'all a couple, like
Y'all
y'all
Nah,
married.
we ain't no
doing
couple.
what?
Nah, it's a competition.
Wow.
This a competition, yo. This is
Wow.
war. This
Mm.
ain't no togetherness. It
Mm.
wasn't no together. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew. She didn't even smile for me barely. I seen the hate. I seen the envy. I seen the look on your face. She called, man. I seen it all right in front. Yo, it scared me.
So y'all didn't quarantine together during COVID, or you did?
Um, yeah, pretty for the most part. She,
Cause you know a lot of people broke up after that. A lot of people, a lot of it damaged a lot of relationships.
We were
Not
good in the big. We were really good.
not to put it off on that, but I just wanted to highlight that based on your timeline because we
Yeah.
never talked to nobody who this happened like at that time this way. And this is what it's seeming like because you to say y'all were good, long distance, then get together, get married, have a baby, and it's all this hate out of nowhere, the lies, the drama, the leaving you with the kid to go cheat,
She
like
was never really with me.
So let me ask you this. So this before the baby came, right? This all this stuff that you're telling us is before the baby, right?
What I just brought up with the Excel sheet.
Yes, the
Yeah, that
everything
was
you've
that
been
was when we
telling us.
first moved in,
So
yo.
so
Right before,
so
right, because the baby came 6 months after the wedding. Yeah.
okay.
yeah, so why have a baby with her then? Because you said at that point you knew like nah.
She ain't rocking with you.
So
Yeah.
why did you what made you go along with the let's have a baby?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that because I started seeing, like you said, the halfway point. I did start it. I'm picking up on things. I what I did was I started to protect myself, yo. I did. I started to kind of like take the steps I needed in the other direction because I started noticing things. So it really was that after that kind of that half year, things were going down. It wasn't a lot of the outings because we always would do
Did y'all
outings.
plan the baby, or was it just like
Now it
uh,
wasn't a plan. It wasn't a plan. It was very left field. And what's kind of coming out now is that there's a situation where the child might not be mine, and I'm trying to confirm that now. You know,
that's
I don't
what
want to
that's
put,
what
I don't
that's
want to
what
say
we were
that too. I
hoping
don't
he
want to
didn't
say it too
say.
much, but you know what? It always did cross my mind. So, and
Yeah,
it's
because why
funny
why
that
would
I'm
she why
now.
would she just pack the house up and leave like that?
Yeah.
She had a plan, yo, because when she left that day, the barbershop day I'm talking about, man, by the end of that month, I told you October 7th, before the end of the month, I'm talking about 2 weeks later, she was completely moved out. Switched the names in the different. She had a solid plan.
But
So
what
are you on like child support or
She tried to go that route. I'm still actually going because I had to appeal. They
right?
they 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 allowed her to go out of state with the child.
why how long was she gone?
So this was a classic case. When she left on that barbershop day, she went and filed a PO.
For what? She didn't have no grounds of nothing.
What
What
did
did they?
what
What did she
what
say?
what did she say?
I'm trying to. That's why I'm a pimp. So she went because I read all the paperwork. She went down there and told the people that basically I was in here beating her up, but she didn't show them. Well, what she did show them, she pulled out some text message that it only had one isolated line that said something like um I don't know what it said. It said like I hit you or something, or I'm sorry I hit. I don't even know where she got this thing. She pulled out something from a text message and she
So
showed a pic.
y'all never was having any domestic violence issues,
It
You never
no
I
fighting,
never been
arguing,
charged with
nothing.
nothing. I don't have no record before this, during this, or after this.
Has she ever called the police on you ever for any type of dispute or disagreement or
Never. But when she did the PO, she had an encyclopedia of events. She had dates and times, and she had a whole encyclopedia. But
there you go,
she
man.
never made. I'm
wow?
not on record for nothing. Even after the encyclopedia, I'm still not because it.
So
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 they gave her the protective order.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So, because
Yeah.
family is two different courts, right? So
Yeah.
you got the temporary order, you got family court, and then you got child support court, right?
Yep. You right.
So what did you file with?
To break, because I just want to get it out there because you're right. It's it makes sense once I get it out. Once she left, did the PO thing. Obviously, I didn't know where anybody was. Now, I had to learn this. The law says you cannot file for custody or visitation unless you have an address for them to send the paperwork to.
Not to mention, you can't fat you. It's not gonna be good for you if you have to protect the border. That's the first thing that they're gonna use against you when you're trying to seek custody. So
But not,
that's you have to
yeah,
take care of that first. So
but that don't mean you can't have custody.
not can't, but they're gonna use it
Yeah,
against you.
But
So
she
how
already know
long
this.
was
This is
the?
part of her play. This is part of the play.
Yeah,
So
it's the silver bullet.
yeah.
You know the
yeah.
silver bullet,
So
right?
so,
So
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 what?
let me ask you this real quick. So when she did that, right, and how long was she gone before you filed?
Because I had to find the address. Let me see.
Why you just didn't use your own address? Because she was living there.
No, no. Remember, she when she left on, she moved out 2 weeks later from
Well,
the.
what I'm saying is
just for the paperwork purposes, like
that
it
was
was her
still her
address.
address.
So she had another one. That's the last known address you know of.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you didn't.
No,
You probably didn't think
Was she
of
still
that.
on a lease or a mortgage?
no, that's what I mean. She was off of it by then.
Okay, but
She
was
actually had. What happened was, I actually, thank God, I just looked up and kind of found it over an email address when you were changing over the trash cans. And
mm,
I just look. So I get the new address, but I'm supposed to be the protective order guy.
Right. How long was that issue for?
They gave it to her for like a year or something. I don't know. You're like,
Because you didn't ever get a chance to fight it, right?
no, no, yeah. So when she filed, they had the court date. They brought everybody in, and that's when she showed. Remember, I was telling you she showed this little stuff,
Okay.
and
So
they
you did
ran
show
with
up
it.
for the hearing, and
They
they
just ran
believed
with
it.
that. Yeah, they
Okay,
ran
they
with that.
believed it
so
and gave her the
because the
money.
reason I'm asking is when you filed for the family court to get your custody, was it within 6 months of her leaving?
That's part of that's what they told me. They said if you don't do it within the 6 months, then
Yes,
she could claim residency anywhere.
yes, wherever she's at. Correct.
But you
So
did it
I
before the 6 months.
I did because she left in October. I had did the filing by early December.
Okay.
I had
Okay,
came across the thing. I found it, and look, I had the address. Many thoughts went through my mind,
I
but
definitely
I just
understand
went and
that.
filed though. I did I just went and filed.
Good job. Good job.
Come on now. With
Yeah.
you go up in court, they're not even looking at that.
They never do.
Come
And you
on.
Court is reactive, not proactive.
So
okay?
so
So
anyway, I go
yeah, go
down there,
ahead.
I do all that. They still let the child go out of state. But the
What do
so
you mean by let?
I know that's I don't like that too. Thank you for
No,
correcting me.
I'm saying explain because
No,
it
I
can
got
mean many different things.
I want to correct myself too because I don't even like that let. What happened was, um, when I filed within the 6 months, I get the thing started. I actually had a lawyer and all that. Did that at first, went through all of that
Mm-hmm.
nonsense. They strung that out. You know how they string that out. The other side is over there citing case studies from George Zimmerman case. I can't make this up.
That's not a family custody case, a family court case.
I don't I, I don't even think these people really are who they say they are. So I
What?
go up in here. I
Was
go up in here.
What you assuming it got to do with it?
your lawyer or her lawyer was doing that?
Her the other side.
Oh man.
What were they citing from that case? I'm curious to know. Please tell us.
They were citing the fact that you didn't need additional incidents or evidence to claim that you were inferior your life.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Because they ain't had nothing.
Man.
What?
They over there, they over there citing that. That's how much they got going on. So they they let these people run with that though and act like they scared. And this man over here ain't got no, he don't even have no record. He don't got no record.
So how did that make you feel knowing that your son got to go to a whole nother state without you, and you was there from the beginning. You
Took
Yeah.
care of that baby.
It's that was October 2023, right? I know we in 2025 right now, February.
when was the last time you seen your child?
Man, my bad, my bad.
Take your
Let me
time.
let me let me let me bring it back around because you're right. Went through the whole court thing in September 2024 is when we had that kind of final hearing thing where they said it's okay to let him out. So the whole time I'm basically doing damn near 50-50. I got him 2 times a week and every other weekend. Similar to the schedule I'm on with my 3 other children.
Mhm.
Because guess what? I wanted everybody to see everybody still.
Right.
I ain't even thinking about myself. You done basically hurt my child's feelings. I'm more worried about that.
Exactly. Exactly. It
You're not
affects
supposed to
more
let
than
these
just
kids see any of
you.
this. So anyway, I um I'm almost to 50-50 at that point, and they ripped that from me
What
and
do you
said, go
mean?
ahead, go ahead. So this is what they say. They say, yeah, let her go. And now instead of seeing the 2 times a week, why don't you go ahead and FaceTime your kid? At, and he's two. Attention span 2 seconds, and he's two. You want me to parent over FaceTime? And then they
I
want to hit. Then they want to hit me with the 2 times fake whatever nonsense. Two FaceTimes a week, and once one weekend a month. But they got now he got to fly out. Now check this. Now this the wild this the wild part. When we in that building, the other side over there say, oh, they'll do the transportation. I'm using the parenting app because I don't trust nobody no more, right?
Most
So
definitely,
now
that's a
we on the
smart man.
parenting app. Now she's saying she don't want to do that. This ain't even about the kid. This is about her trying to control it, to control the situation, and trying to hurt me using the kid. She know that we don't have no chance no more. Why are you going? So now I filed a
So do
show
you
cause.
think do you think she thinks she made a bad decision and she's regretting it? So now
I
she's
don't care what she think. I don't care what she think at this point, bro. We all out of high school.
exactly.
We all out of high school, man.
We're
I'm
just
tired of
trying to
making
figure it
excuses.
out
I'm
because
why
not
is she
making
mad?
why is
excuses.
she doing this?
I'm
Why
not
is
gonna
she?
make excuses for me. I'm not gonna do it for nobody else. I'm tired of those. Them days is over. Them
I
days is over.
think. Well, I don't know. You didn't have to establish paternity when you went. You
I
just
Yeah.
did, yes. But this was, and that was another red flag came up when I did that. I'm paying this out of pocket, yo. Come on, yo. It took her like 2-3 weeks to do it. It was weird. It was a weird process to go through. It took forever to me, but it did come back. It did come back. That it showed it.
that
She,
that is
she,
your
she was
baby.
probably she was probably going
She
to
was
get the other guy tested to make
right.
sure.
Just probably
Yeah,
not
exactly.
knowing.
But you know what she messed up? She was putting wrong information down. She putting wrong social or wrong and that's how you get caught up. That's now they not gonna play with you because you done said one thing over here and said one thing. She done caught us. She got herself caught up. You put your foot in your mouth
Mm,
because you was rushing. It was a rush job. You try to jump off the porch. You got hit with a cannonball. It's okay. It happens. Like
mm.
but she tried the wrong one. You see, I wasn't even coming sideways either. See, this is the foul part. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And now that's what she feeling for real. If anything, she probably feel bad for which, but she really feeling bad because she know, damn, this dude over here wasn't even on nothing foul. Like maybe all the other people that she might have been dealing with or whatever like that. But
So you never asked the question though. When was the last time you seen your kid?
oh my bad, my bad. I was trying to break down the schedule. Thanks, man. I was trying to break down that schedule. After they filed it in November. No. It was. I'm sorry. It was October. That court date was like at the bottom of October. I actually got to see him in November. I got his the air flight tag. You know how they little junior flight badge. I got that still. I got a lot of that stuff.
Man,
I
that's
did
a
get to
lot,
see him.
man, to have your kid flying back and forth at 2 years, a 2 year old like that. Like, that's crazy.
You know this
So,
ain't well thought
so the
out, yo.
state, the
She
other
don't care.
state has jurisdiction now.
I'm sorry.
The other state has jurisdiction over the custody case now. They
I don't.
gave
I
they
don't
gave
think so.
exclusive jurisdiction to her
No, I
there,
don't
or
think
they
so because
kept
I
it.
appealed.
But
I'm going
okay,
through. I'm going through the appeal right now. I can't even believe they was okay going. I'm at 50-50. I was almost like okay with
but
that
you
50.
do know like you said you appealed it, but you can always modify this case.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
always go back, get a different. Not to I'm not trying to make it sound easy because we know this stuff is not easy at all. It's a lot.
I,
Yeah.
But
it's
where you
2023,
are,
right?
right, where you are though with how they handled the case, no, this can't be something that's on a permanent basis.
Yeah.
You need to be seeing your baby more than this. You need to have a better schedule, not FaceTime, like something has to give. So
It's that yo. I don't even know some days how I pull through. I'm like I love my children. Like I mean it
yeah.
that hurt me, and she know that, man. I don't want to put it out there too much. I don't know who gonna see that, but
Everybody
but
know.
but
We
everybody who
know.
know me,
We
We
when
all
you
go.
said those words, we felt the knot in our stomach. And when I say we, because we won. If I
no,
feel a knot, he feel a knot. If he feel a knot, I feel a knot.
And we been there. We
This
lived it.
is the safe space. This is the place where you can say it don't matter who see it, because they may never understand it. We don't care about them though. We only
nah,
care about
nah.
the people who right here. Because being away from your child, nobody that love their kid, that's a real parent, that's active, can bear that.
Yeah.
Who would want that?
That's like more.
Especially if it's not, it's forced. This
Look,
is without your own
That's
power.
like more than a child that's still alive.
right.
And people don't get that. So, two things. How long has it been since the last time you seen your kid?
November of 2024.
Okay. And
And I got it in a message where she said she said that first time was a courtesy. She called it a courtesy.
wow.
She
So
thought,
she
yo, I got these in the messages, man.
You're gonna have to take her back for enforcement when she don't follow that order.
so
That's a way that you can fight this
yeah.
because ain't no such thing as a courtesy. She's bound by that order.
And my thing is, if the original order stated nothing for you to, that it had no inkling that you was gonna do it, then why did you do it the first time correctly, the right way, and then double back? She really is hanging herself.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's
Which
she
which which is
it's
not a
obvious she
bad
don't know what
thing.
she,
that's
you know
that's
It's
what
a
I mean?
not a
that's
bad thing.
And this is how you know who's who after the breakup, who jumped right into a relationship and who didn't, and who did,
Hmm.
you can start to see, what really what was kind of going on there. So that's all I want. I just wanted I wanted this, I want to show it, what about this?
so let me ask you this. So how do that affect your relationship with your other kids, knowing being that you being alienated with this one kid? I know some days you don't even be there. So
You
how is that affecting that relationship?
um it's put a I can tell they ask about see, I don't allow the children to get in the adult business, but I do talk to them. I do
Mhm.
communicate
Of
with them.
course.
I let them know everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna get them back on this, schedule. You are gonna see them soon. Um, I'm just working out things over here. I'm giving that reassurance for sure. You know, in that loving way. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not getting angry, because even my daughter, she'll start talking about my ex. She'll call her name out. Well, what is this? She and she want to know some these, but I make sure to,
They
you know,
old enough to see and know,
And
like you talking
understand.
about 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds. Like
yeah,
they
I can tell, you know, and I can tell it affected them, especially initially. And that was hard. That was the hardest part because I was going through it too.
So how do you deal with it?
God, meditation, you know, relaxation activities. I do spiritual baths. You know,
Hmm.
brother, I'm over here pretty much in tune. The only way I'm making it right now
Do you have a
is
support system?
I actually actually right now I don't even have I don't I'm solo dolo right
You're
now.
not even
I'm a,
dating, right?
I'm a one man army right now, you know. Um yeah. Yeah, my even my past with my immediate family is very dark, and how my father made the transition when I was
Mm.
13. So it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah.
Oh man. But all
Yeah.
of this is coming out now. It's like I just turned 40 on Easter last year. You know what I mean? It's all coming out at the right time. But I saw my child last in November, man, and it's been rough though. Since then, you know,
Is she even keeping up with the FaceTimes? How is that?
with the FaceTimes, I actually had to start changing some of the FaceTimes because one of the children, as soon as they changed one of their at school activities, the whole schedule. And she wanted to do these FaceTimes calls specifically at 6 p.m. And it's like, and I'm like, I couldn't always hit the 6 p.m. I'm talking about most recently. But when we were first initially doing it, the first handful, whole bunch of times we were doing it, man, she just put the camera over to the side. She don't say nothing. She got the camera to the side and the child just running around in the background. And I'm trying to get his attention.
There's
And
no
every,
way
you
you
know,
can
every
talk to a
blue
2 year old on FaceTime.
it really wasn't as effective. I'm trying a couple of times. I'm trying to get them to say hi to. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it ain't
It's
never
not
really
working.
picked. It didn't kick. It didn't really kick
Yeah,
up
we
like a.
know. I
Yeah.
just was
That's tough.
curious to know what that was like, but what you're explaining is exactly what we see other people go through all the time.
For shit, we went through it.
We
I
did.
can't believe I never thought that I never thought this would be me. But I tell you, God really got me. He just showing me something. This was a lesson for
Why?
me.
Why didn't you think it would be you?
You say why didn't?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I thought I did it with the family already. I thought it because I got a lot of this in the family,
Mm-hmm.
and
You've
that's
been
where
through
I
it before, is what you're saying. Like you didn't, you felt like you was a good enough father, and you did it the right way. Got married, did everything the right way. That you think you wouldn't have to end up in this position, but the
that's
reality,
thank you. That's
the
what
Listen,
it is.
reality is, it's
I
not
was the
about
guy.
you. It's
I
not
said let's
you.
the
wait
good
for a
guys
season.
always finish last when it come to this, because the deadbeats, they be trying to force the kid on them. Come get your kid. Come get your kid. They get all the chances in the world, but the
Yo,
father that's there, that want to take care of his kid and want to be there for his kid, they want to get him hell.
The hardest
I'm
time.
talking about cut the umbilical cord, man. I'm going to the appointments. Like who? I mean, I think everybody should do that, but we know everybody don't
Fathers
do
don't
that.
do every father don't do that.
And what I'm on a deeper note, what I'm saying is that I created a situation and a life where I could work remotely and be there. That was on purpose.
Yeah.
I could have easily went to the office real quick or what.
Hmm.
Come on, man. Come.
Like it don't make sense to you. Like I tried to do everything right. I tried to make this as
No,
solid and
no.
committed as
What happened
possible,
was
and it
I
didn't
did
work
do it
out.
right. What happened was
So
I did do it right, and she totally just she tore it down herself. It's like she decided to
No,
say, hey,
you did do it right to you. I'm talking about to her. Because what's wrong? You see what I'm saying? Something is terribly wrong in this, that you would take your toddler and flee
yeah, just
to
pack up
back
the
to the state.
bags and
Like,
just go.
and then you're saying it's all these accusations that never, nothing ever
Yes,
happened. Something like
yes,
what's
yeah. Speaking of those accusations, all right.
yes.
How was your relationship with her, the father of her other kid?
You know what? Never met dude because the initial story up front was that he was the deadbeat. He was gone, never to be seen again, ran off into the tall grass or something. But you know what? Right around that year mark, something strange happened. Jalen got a gift, like a PlayStation or something. And turned out she said it was from dad.
Deadbeats don't buy PlayStations.
So, you know, I'm like, this is when after that year,
I mean,
everything
I
was
don't know a deadbeat that would buy a PlayStation
I,
because they're not around. They're nowhere to be found. They're not doing what it takes to be an active father for their kids.
Financially,
Financially, emotionally
mentally, all
support.
right.
Like it's
man,
nothing
she
there.
she ran this play. See what it was, that rekindle part, didn't really know what was going on. And then I didn't pull the dossier like I should have. I'm connecting. I'm like, I'm taking my time. I'm connecting. I'm having those conversations, and that's where she went wrong because I set this woman down.
Mm.
She can't lie to my face and act like I wasn't asking about all the
So
stuff that
what was
she.
these conversations like then? Like what was you asking her? You was asking her straightforward. Was you with this guy? Did you do this?
No, no. I'm talking about like, hey, we talking about getting married. We have
Okay.
now we're sitting down having conversations. Is there anybody in the wing or so?
Okay,
All
got
this.
you.
Are we shutting it down? They're like, what are you doing? Like,
Okay.
how are
Okay,
we gonna?
so now she's with the guy right now to this day, right?
I really don't know what she doing. I don't know what she doing.
Oh, because I thought
You
you said
mentioned something about her
they
going back to
rekindled.
the baby
Yeah.
daddy.
No, yeah, to my understanding, but
Not the deadbeat,
I
right?
know, right? Yeah, no,
He a
she's a
deadbeat. So
receipt.
how she end up back with him?
Right. That's probably around your kid
So
right now.
right,
Like,
right. And so
Exactly,
now don't let
exactly.
me guess. Is you the deadbeat now?
Yeah, we switched
Oh, y'all
roles. Yeah,
switched. Oh, okay.
she switched
Mm,
toys. She think it's a toy thing or something. I don't know what she
mm.
doing, but she about to find out. That that's not the case. But
yeah, because what she's doing right now, not following the order, she's setting herself up.
To lose custody.
Yeah.
Because
exactly, and
ultimately, that's the ultimate. Now we know it don't always happen that way, but you keep going down that rabbit hole, yeah, you're gonna get caught. That's
But
I
what's gonna
but
happen.
the $1 million question is do you follow the order to the T?
I do. If I gotta cancel the call, I'm making sure I'm sending those messages over the parenting app. I'm doing the communications over the parenting app. I'm doing those. So yeah, yeah. I have all
Please
my.
do, because that will hurt you significantly if you think that you can go, enforce the fact that she's not following anything. If she has one thing to say that you're doing or deviating from that order, it's not gonna be good. Because then it's looking
Yeah,
like y'all both just doing whatever y'all want.
Yeah, and don't cancel the calls.
Right.
Show up
If
for
you
it.
can, like you
that's what I
have
mean.
to
Like if
follow
I'm
this
if
order
I'm on the road,
relentlessly.
if I'm on the road and it's bad, I'll try to send
Well,
that message.
how the court's gonna look at it is
You
you
inconsistent.
know what time this is. You need to set aside
You gotta
time.
plan around it. It comes first. Nothing comes. Nothing. Your kid, everything. Like not even your other kids, which is crazy, right? But with this order that is dedicated to whatever child, that child is priority
And
above
Yeah,
all.
in your position, what you trying to do, you got to do that. You got to stick to the order because that's where a lot of fathers fail. You can't it's like you can't play their game by their rules because they already got the cheat code. So you got to
Exactly.
beat them at their own game. And the way to
Exactly.
yeah,
do that is you got to abide by every single rule, no
You
matter
gotta be
anything they throw in front of your
squeaky
face.
clean. Squeaky clean.
That's the
yeah,
name of the game.
yeah. Because you're right. It's like ever since that first day, where I basically felt abandoned, like she abandoned the family. She's consistently tried to bring up new things like, oh, what about, and it's always been like these really reachy things that she's trying to do, but it's basically for what you guys are saying, that the courts are going to look at it like, oh man, there's an incident here that she's trying to bring up, but nothing is. I mean, to me, I haven't been charged or locked up with anything, but the way this thing is played out, the fact that they let the child go, I felt like, man, all of that stuff must have did something, to factor in something, even though to me it was all, it was very fluffy and everything like that, because they actually signed.
I
I
mean,
to
the
this
courts
day I still
favor
don't see how
women.
they can.
They favor women, and it also matters about the age of your child. A lot of things come to play in this stuff. Different state laws, different judges, different
Yeah,
attorneys, different like the case by case basis changes things. And but the reality is, you already got to walk in knowing that you at a disadvantage.
yeah,
Yes.
They
yeah. That's what
don't want to take a child away from their mother. That's not what this is designed to do. So when you have to prove that a parent is not doing what's in the best interest of their child, when you the father, it's very, very, very difficult. So why make it harder for yourself? You gotta go in there and make it so easy that they just look at her and say no. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it's about. It ain't about the bullshit part of the game, because they got that handed to them on a silver platter. Every
Yeah.
woman knows if they call the police, they can tell and say he hit me, what's gonna happen. Every woman knows to go try to get a protective order. That's the fastest way to block a father from being active to be coming to the kid. Like they know,
yeah,
it's almost like it's a
Playbook.
instruction
Right.
manual to keep a father away from his kid. Every woman knows the tactics, and a lot of
yeah.
women know. And I'm saying every woman that plays these games, not every woman, but every woman that's bitter that wants to do this. They also know that a lot of men ain't gonna fight. That they gonna try to chase and appease and do everything to stay away from law enforcement and the courtroom. No man wants to be there. No, nobody in their right now wants to be
Hey,
in the middle
you
of
ain't
a
gotta tell. I
courtroom.
grew up in Baltimore. I already know.
So no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's I think it's a little bit more when you put three children on top of that too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Trust me.
yeah. 3 children, your livelihood, your life, your family, your whatever.
I
Your
told
Like
I
your
told
time.
you,
time,
I'm
your
I'm over
energy.
here doing this. I don't have nobody else over here doing it.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's meant to do exactly what you said, and that's
Yeah, I'm over
destroy
here doing
you,
this. Yeah.
just
So
break you down, tear you apart. It's all, yes, it's
So
all those things.
so what is your ultimate goal with this?
my
What do you
ultimate goal.
what do you want to
Cause
happen?
y'all just getting started. He too.
I know. Yeah. Ultimate goal here. I try to when I start getting the weird messages about him now, I immediately did the show calls and trying to keep that the filing and the paper, keep that up to date,
Yes.
keep my records, good and everything. So I'm doing that now. And what I'm ultimately trying to do, man, is get an order that's pretty much spelt out to where the communication is so cut down.
Yeah.
Right now I think it's like open, it's left open to where it's almost like she think each month we gonna sit down and have a powwow about how we gonna go over airline tickets every month to figure out how we going.
Mm-mm.
I'm not about to do. I
Mm-mm.
don't even want to talk to you. You done ran off
Exactly.
with the child.
So
Yes,
with
sir.
that parenting app, you got to make sure you talking on there like if you talking to the judge, like if the
No,
judge is like
I
if the
am
judge is watching rather.
right.
So don't try to be personal, say nothing personal
I'm
or
with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I
and
mean, I done learned a lot. I done learned a lot with this.
and another thing too, like you got to make sure you document the time she's not bringing them as well.
Yes. Yep. That's what I'm doing with.
So
Yep.
every time you need to put in there like on this such and such date for court purposes, you're not bringing them. And just say what happened that day and you went to the airport, then show up.
Yeah, because you know what, now this is the funny part. Because remember, I told you she did it correct the first month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while we was preparing this first month thing, she's asking me, for good dates. Send me the dates. So your boy, of course, I forward thinking, I go ahead and send her the next 6 months of dates. So she already got. I already spoke. We already had all these conversations, and now after the first month, you want to switch the whole thing up now, and
You,
now
you
it's a
said you said earlier she have to pay for him the baby to come back,
she
right?
ag- she agreed in court. to pay for the transportation in court. She and then get on the parent and act. I guess she thought about it now.
Yeah. Yes, that's how it goes.
Realize how ridiculous this
It's
is.
craziness. It's really, this stuff is so,
How
Man,
ridiculous it is. And we talking about tickets $500-$600. Round,
right.
the whole thing, everything.
Yeah,
because the baby can't fly by itself.
exactly.
So what you think is you see the play. I know y'all see the play. Y'all see it all the time.
See it. We live it. We live this
Yes.
every single day.
It still is. The thing about it is, once you get custody, a lot of people think it stops. No, it's just a different way of doing things.
They
Because
find they
I'm a,
find another loophole to play games through.
I never forget. I never forget when we first walked in that courtroom. One of the first things that judge asked us was what type of. She asked both of us, the parent, what type of parent we was. Basically, how how we looking at this.
About each other.
No, like I guess in terms of like kind of like what I don't want to what he was kind of saying what the outcome you want.
Right.
how,
Okay.
how the type of parent I said straight. I never forget this. I went first. I said after all of this occurred, I'm in court talking about I would do 50-50. I'm a 50, I wouldn't want to take the child away from her.
Right.
Like that's the type of parent I am.
Right.
And I mean, I couldn't even finish my sentence almost. And the other side straight asked for full custody without even hesitating.
Wow.
It
Wow.
reminded me of the biblical,
And
you
so
know.
you so you ain't never do nothing to her, man. Put your hands on her, nothing. Y'all never had no physical
You never
altercation or nothing.
cheated, nothing.
Nah. Now she's rough like that. She might want to wrestle or whatever, but I'm not. I wasn't over here doing nothing to this girl. What I did do, I told her the truth to her face, right to her damn, and charged her with a waste of time. I told her all the truth right to her face. I might have linked on her. Once I found out what was going on, I let her know. I knew all you wanted was the wedding and all this. I aired it out. But I was not over here. I didn't. That's what hurt her. But I didn't do nothing to that girl, man. I would have been locked up, man. I would have been locked
No,
up.
I'm just saying this
We
because
trying to figure it
I'm
out.
trying to figure it
Cause
out,
it's
and
all
I'm trying.
stuff,
It was
people
the
that see
envy.
this is gonna have their own point of view. That's why we like people to give details, because we know 2 + 2 is 4.
You
But
right.
they gonna be in them comments saying 2 + 2 is 3 all day long. All day
No,
long. It don't matter what you give, how you put it, it's you. It's gonna
yeah.
be you. You gonna be
You
the
know,
deadbeat.
I'm 6'3". I'm 220. So if I raise my voice, it's automatically people scared. Or they
Yeah,
acting scared. They acting scared.
Right.
So
yeah.
so it's
Okay.
easy. It's easy to try to paint this thing. But anybody who know me, man, like I said, I'm not trying to put nothing on it. But the truth is the truth. I don't have nothing before, during, or after this.
So was any family members or anybody helping her out during this process? Did you have any issues with any of her family members or anything like that?
I'm not gonna say we had no issues. Nah.
Because
Actually,
No,
I,
like when you were trying to find her, did you know some people that you could reach out
oh
to?
no. See what?
Eh,
Okay, let me give you this part. This is a good one. This is a good one. Right before I found the address and filed, it was the holidays. Remember that was around the holidays. So I did call a couple of I remember I called my brother Adrian, who was one of my groomsmen, and I chopped it up with him. That's actually my half brother on my father's side. Blah blah blah. He's older than me. I chopped it up with him. I felt like he gave. I was just tight at the time. But what I did do this. I called one of the other groomsmen. Now this I'm not related to him. He is from their hometown. He's the husband of one of her friends.
Mm,
That we were all in the wedding. She was the bride. The wife was the
mm.
bridesmaid. The husband was one of my groomsmen. I call him. His name. I don't want to put him out there, but I'm gonna put him out there because he ended up trying to testify
Against you?
against me. I call. Look. I called bro. I lied to
Oh
you. I
damn.
can't. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I called bro, And I'm basically just, happy. Thank you for everything that you did. I remember you always looked out. Man, can you believe the law says that you cannot file custody of, because I was going through that. You can't file unless you have the address. And I'm like, man, she done took off with the kid. I'm like, what real parent would do this to a? I said this to this man on the phone. I stayed on the phone about 20 minutes. It was a random call, a random Tuesday in December. I called and we talked about 20 minutes. I hang up the phone, thank bye. All right, bro. By Thursday, that was Tuesday. On Thursday, I'm getting an email from my lawyer talking about you shouldn't be reaching out to people trying to find her. I'm like, yo,
Oh
what
man.
is going, what is going on?
Well, he in cahoots with his wife. The
So
wife
so
is her
so we
friend,
show
so
up to the
he can't help.
we show up to court. She brings this up as testimony, talking about like I was trying to find her. Now this is key though. They call him up. He was at work. They did a phone thing.
Oh, I was finna say this man showed up for court for this
I
in a
know,
different
nah.
state.
I know
It
exactly
was
where he
some
at.
Zoom type stuff, probably.
I'm not. I'm glad I'm past a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let me say that. But he did get on the phone, and he ended up saying nothing. He literally ended up saying, "Yeah, that is why he called. He called because he was talking about the law." So it ended up being every everything that she had brought up that day ended up being nothing, and they still
Right.
gave it to her.
Oh man,
I can't make this up, yo. I can't make. She tried everything. I'm talking about a random Tuesday. I don't even know him. I never called him again. Like I don't even. I never talked to him before that. I don't talk to him. This was a random Tuesday, and by Thursday, they was on it.
they was giving you a gag order.
Mm.
So
It was crazy. It's
so do
crazy,
you
man.
think if you weren't fighting, she would be trying to give you the baby?
No, no, no. Hindsight 2020. What I see, what her plan was, she didn't think I was gonna stand on business. That's what the problem was.
Right.
That was
So
the
you
problem.
think
She
she
thought
wanted
she
to
had a.
just
She thought she had a
ride off
sucker or
into the
something.
sunset and don't want no problems? You really think she just wished that you weren't doing anything at all? Like that you just said forget your son and never said nothing else to her. That's what you think she really wants?
She did that with the older girl. And that's what I think she did with the older girl for the most part. But yeah, when she realized I found that address and file, that's when she went for child support.
Mm.
Mm.
So yeah. She didn't think that I was gonna, yeah. She didn't think I'd be alive right now, probably. Come on, let's be honest. She had bet on some real sinister stuff. I told y'all it was more psychological thing going on. She she didn't think none of that was gonna happen. Cause when I filed, that's when she did that and filed. And then that's when everything turned up too. The accusations, this different thing.
Yeah, because now
This
she on the defense.
this woman
She's trying to
tried to
stop
say
you
we
from
was we
getting
was
the
meeting
baby.
at the police station with the 50-50. She gonna try to say I didn't walk the child over to her hand. This was
So
one of
how
her.
how was y'all doing that? Well, she was bringing the baby way back out there from
No,
Florida
no,
to
no, no.
Virginia,
She had just moved around the corner at
Oh,
first.
okay, she didn't move to the
out
other
of sight.
state
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. She had moved around the corner at first. And then I guess after I'm standing on business, that's when she got when she pushed for the order to, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
part of
don't
her
So
plan
I
though.
let
don't
me.
understand why they let her go back. Y'all was married and everything. Like,
Yo,
so
this
So
what's going on with the
yeah, when you
divorce?
married, you supposed
she
to
paid
get
them people. She
50-50.
Right.
paid them people.
Yeah,
She
when
paid,
you marry, a father should
So
get 50-50 off
no,
back.
so
no,
what was
she paid the people. She paid them. It's no other way. It don't make no sense.
So let me ask you this, because you said y'all was a blended family, right?
Yeah, I had my three. She just had the one, and then we had one together.
And then she
how
had.
did she feel about your other baby mama and her kids?
I kept that. Well, I I I let her into a little bit of it as far as like, you know, as we're getting to know each other, we're trying to get married. I just want you to know what's going on, type of thing. I'm just trying to be cool like that. Um, but it was never no issues with me and my other choices. So it wasn't nothing to talk about like that.
But did she have like a resentment because y'all was close? Some women
No,
don't
I get
like,
what you're
they
saying.
territorial. They don't care about that. It could have went too far for her. Y'all could be giggling and laughing on the phone and really be true co-parents, but she could feel some type of way about your relationship
Yeah,
with your
no, no,
ex.
no. That's a good point. That's a good point. What I think, what I know, what I know now is that yeah, you're absolutely right. Because it was cool and it wasn't really no beef and no issues, and she was wilding on the side. Of course, she tried to put that on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
tried to. Oh, every
Yeah.
other day it was something. I remember. I went. We was just up the street from my house is a Shell station. We at the Shell station, and a couple of the Jehovah Witness young girls come and holler at your boy. We want to talk about the word. She getting bent out of shape about stuff like that. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
yeah.
how did she treat your kids?
Because I made sure, that I don't play about my kids. I love my kids. She fell in the suit like that. So she's buying them all. She like to do the kids' clothes and all that. She helped on that end, help decorate the kids' room, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, before we wrap this up, it's
I
the
know
million. This
I'm
the
trying to
million
get
dollar
it off.
question right here that I've been thinking about this whole time.
Uh-huh.
Is how did you even figure out that she was cheating?
It was through that July work trip I was telling you about.
I know, but you said you had hardcore evidence.
Well, okay. I don't want to get graphic, but I want to get graphic.
We want you to get graphic because we
You-
need to know.
what happened was, um, after we finished having sex and making love and things like that, I'm pulling her aside. Like, I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm in this all the time. This is the only thing I'm doing. Wait a minute. Something's wrong.
It
Something's
was
different.
loose.
Something's off. Something's
It
off.
was
Somebody
loose.
else done been here, pimping. Don't lie to me, son. Like I couldn't. Hey yo, I'm
How did
that
you
direct.
know?
I'm that.
What
Hey yo,
you
I'm gonna
say?
call it
How
out.
did you
You
know?
doing backwards strides and
I'm talking about as soon as I finished up, when I had that clarity, I was like, let me talk to you real quick.
Don't mind us. Sometimes with this, we like to make light of things, and I don't care who don't like it. But we human. We keep it
man.
a buck. This is what we do, and we grown.
We
So
grown, we grown. And
it
I
is
knew,
what it
look,
is.
I knew what it was. And when she stunning on me in that point, I knew what it was too.
Okay. So let me ask you this then. Like if you could do it all over again, like what would that look like for you? If it could be a perfect world for you right now, what would that be?
Oh man, I there's a family picture. It was a fall picture that we all took in like 2021, and it was like it was that family pit. That family. It was a couple of them. We had that good. That was actually a photo shoot, the fall one. But we had good ones at the beach, like those whole family pictures. That's what I feel like I would be, man. That's the feeling, the idea I get when I think about, like it was like it was a dope pick because I was like I'm the tallest one in the middle and everything kind of fit.
You wanted it.
It
You
was like
wanted this to work. You wanted your family.
it
There's
was a
nothing
good
wrong with
it was a
that.
good look. It was a good look. It really was. It was a good look
Did
on
you
the
still
family.
want her when she fled? Did you still want to work it out then?
When she fled, I never forget because I think she gonna try to hold this one over my head maybe later down the line. But when she first left, I had texts. I was like, "Oh man, please come home." But honestly, in my heart of hearts, even to this day, I was thinking about more about the child. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. They just don't. They ain't gonna believe you when you say that. But
I was thinking about that child.
We believe you.
I was like, don't take that. But that's because I don't get down like that. when I went into that court and told the lady what type of parent I was telling the truth the whole time. And it's finally resonating, man. It takes time, like y'all said, unfortunately.
Right.
So when y'all came back, what was that like? Take us back to that day of you actually walking in the house, seeing all your things going. You with your other three kids, or other two boys, rather. You said, yeah, you was with your
Yeah,
other
yeah,
two
yeah.
boys
That
leaving the barber shop.
yeah.
Y'all walked through the door. What was that like? Like, what
Now,
was
now
the breaks? We want to know like the deep details. How was you mentally, your emotions?
I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you, big dog, man. I appreciate that too. And the beautiful thing about this, I got a ring camera.
Mm.
Everything was caught. Time stamp too. I don't even have to lie about nothing.
Right.
So that morning, that AM in the AM, we had went to bed talking about something, that heated conversation. And what I did, I tried to finish that. See, that was the type of person I was. She always trying to put it off. I put it off a little bit. I understand that. You might need a minute sometime. But I always try to double back and try to make that happen. So AM, everybody still sleep before the baby get up, before everybody get up. I try to have that, and and when I see her, doing the deliberate, you deliberately deflecting and all that, it just let me know everything I need to know. And those were the moments where it's like, now I'm calling your ass out. You know what I mean? I'm not. It ain't no. Oh, I understand. I'll catch you later. I'm like, no, I know you bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And this was, I guess that was her getting upset with me or something. I couldn't speak up for myself now or something.
What, you were too aggressive?
I,
Is
what
that
what I don't.
is that what she felt, that you were coming on too harsh or too strong
That's
or?
that's the story she gonna tell. But what it was what I was bringing up.
Mm.
We could talk about uh Huntsville all day. We could talk about some reality show. We could talk about this nonsense all day, but it was because of this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about these finances or whatever, or you
Real
that
life. Real
yeah, I
Okay.
want to
life.
talk about some real life stuff. I want to talk about
Okay.
some hard conversations. Nah, oh, you don't want to do
Okay.
that. And
So you
that
leave, and then
that was
y'all
it.
come back, and she gone. So then now what?
Yeah, I get up, I do my thing, I leave out with them. Yeah, I see everything on the ring camera. But I'm in the barbershop, so I'm not catching it in real time. I see it later. But yeah, at first I didn't think nothing of it because that day that happened, she didn't leave with half the house. That happened 2 weeks later. But when when I left with my two boys, my daughter was still at the house.
So she left your daughter there.
She left her daughter here with the oldest, her name's Jalen. So um
Cause this is the move around the corner though. This ain't the
no, this
big.
is this is the barbershop day. This is barbershop day. I go
But
to the
I'm
No, I'm
saying
saying
she.
she was moving to her new place around the corner from where you guys stayed.
Oh, well, probably, yeah,
Yeah.
probably, right, yeah, of course, yeah, it was right. I see what you're saying. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it, trying to really remember, like my man said, try to remember everything I felt too that day on the
Okay.
AM.
Go
But
ahead.
yeah, when we left out, she, well, we went to the barbershop. By the time we got back, when we got back, Jalen and my daughter was still there. So her and the baby's gone. But the when you break that, this is what I did in court. When you break down them timestamps, her affidavit is stamped by the clerk at 1 p.m.
Mm.
She has on her paperwork her name, the 1 year old at that time, and her the high schooler.
Mm-hmm.
She got all of them on the paper at 1 p.m. But Jalen's still at the house at that time with the daughter, and now we're all at the house together. So we all come
Mm.
back, everybody's there. Like 15, 20 minutes later, That's when Jalen leave and go to the new apartment, like you said, go
Mm.
around the
Okay,
corner.
I still don't see how they gave her that protective order, but okay.
Okay, so you walked in, you
She
see
paid
them
them
there.
people off. So
You
I
walked
come,
in, you see them there, and then what?
yeah, I see them there, and I'm like, I don't make no big alarm about it though. But in my mind, yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of thinking. I make a few calls, I put a few calls in. I'm saying something here and there. I get no response, and after the 3 days, I get the mail on the door. That's how I find out for real what's going on. When I get the not the letter on the door, like, oh, okay, here go this emergency temper. Oh, okay, because before that, I don't. I may think she about to walk back through the door, or whatever. I didn't get no word. I didn't even get no word. What I did get the day before I got the letter and found out everything, I got a group chat. I got a group. They always doing group chats. They gossiping. They got there's some gossiping people. They always got a group chat. But her sister and one of them people sent a picture of the baby in the group chat in the car seat. The baby was asleep in the car seat. So I'm like, wait, that was the first time I thought, like, oh damn, she took the baby out of state. That was the first. Yeah, I'm like, cause they in Florida. Well, they technically in Tampa. They was in Orlando, but they moved to Tampa. And apparently, everywhere she go, her family move and follow her. Yeah,
That's weird.
they doing some kitchen bobbity boo witchcraft. Trying to join. They try to cook me something. That's how that's what really happened, man. I ate something that anyway.
Was it spaghetti?
No, it was like
I'm just
the
asking
stuff the
because
stuffed
this baby
peppers, the stuffed
mama
peppers.
tried to give me some spaghetti.
No, you're all right. I know the tricks. I know the tricks, but it was like I don't know why I thought she wasn't on that. I didn't think she was on that type time. I guess that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But oh my god, I'm just trying to get it out, man. But yeah, it was like when I came back, man. I just tried to keep calm, man, because I still had the kids. It was my week. They were there. That was Saturday, so I still had Sunday. When I'm taking them to school on Monday, I'm letting them know everything gonna be all right, because they asking questions.
Yeah.
Yo, it was tough, man. I done cried a lot, yo. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm talking about like curled up fetal position.
Yeah. It's
That's
tough.
what it do to you.
You get what I mean? Like we talking about my black son, my black boy.
Your flesh
You
and
want
blood.
me to the court want to believe that the grandma correct? Because that's what she said. She gonna leave the baby with the mama. Yeah, my mom gonna help. Why you moving back to Florida? Oh, my family support and all that. She's just gonna leave the baby with the. Hey yo, you mean to tell me? And I already got a bond with the boy. Hey yo, I can't make this up. I told you I can't make this up. I got the Ring camera stuff. I got countless photos and videos. I don't even need to say much.
Right. And they still did it.
And I mean, they looking at me. They thought I was gonna blow up. That's what they thought. They wanted me to do that
Mm-hmm.
to go. Oh, look at him now. Look at that's what
Mm-hmm.
this was the setup, man. I know it. I know it to be true. It ain't
Yep.
no doubt in my mind. I seen the people's fangs come out in the room. I yo, the lady, the guardian of light, was over there talking about like, oh my gosh, how could you downplay violence in the home and I'm looking at it like there is no violence, ain't no record of violence in the homes. She over there talking like the effects of domestic violence on a kid. They was in there just trying to you know how it go there, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
just it wasn't okay. It wasn't cool because if you really look at this, like, all the details, I mean, so much technology out here. And just, man, I'm not even out here in the streets, yo. I'm like a father for real. Like
Right.
you like start. I want this to get out too, because people know me, yo. People really do know me, and I know where it gets around. So all I want is to be in my. I want to raise my son effectively. You know what I mean? To be a
Hmm.
good adult, to raise him, get him like I'm doing with my other three kids, man. Get them on the
Exactly.
right track. My oldest son is a straight A student right now. You know, in middle
Shout
school.
out
I'm
to
so
your
proud.
son.
His birthday coming up next month. I'm about to go in on him and make sure he get everything he wants. Cause the boy is handling his business is what and that's what I teach him. Handle your business first, and the fun gonna be so much better. We're gonna have that much more fun.
So let me ask you this before we get up out of here. So what made you want to come on this platform to tell your story?
Man, first of all, thank you both, man. I love both of y'all, what y'all doing here. What it was
Yeah.
I was seeing the platform online. I was seeing the other brothers come on and how it almost looked therapeutic to them. They got things off, they would open it up. It started to make sense. I
Yeah.
saw things clicking in their mind. I started relating and resonating with all of these stories. I'm like, wait a minute, I said, wait a minute. It's hitting too close to home. And I really never got a chance to say anything, man. I'm really in it. I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's tough to say anything. I told y'all I made the random call in December on a Tuesday, and they about to arrest
You
me.
should have called us. You should
Yeah,
have
they
called
don't
us.
care, man.
Man, I'm like, I got an email on Thursday about a phone call on Tuesday that I didn't even know I was gonna make.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The people just don't really
They don't
understand.
get it. They
It,
don't get it.
Come on, I'm
uh,
like, I look, they can come. You can have the cameras in the wall. You can because it, I'm still gonna show the truth. The truth still gonna show. I'm still gonna show up. You could act like you got a phone bugged or you following me around. I'm doing something. All you gonna see and follow me around and see all this godly stuff happening to a brother and all this good
Mm-hmm.
stuff happening and how I'm loving on my kids.
Yeah.
That's what you about to see. You about to see me taking my kids places. Yeah, oh man, I got so many videos and pictures. I ain't even gotta talk much. I'm active because that's what my father used to do, man. He used to always take us places. So it was like that's one thing that I do now that I take this thing serious. I love fatherhood. I'm
yeah.
enjoying it.
So what you want the people to know?
I'm enjoying it despite what's going on. So
I'm
what I
talking about
want
the
the people
people that judged you, that never knew your story, just classify you as a deadbeat. If you had a chance to say something to them right now to let them know the truth or what it really is, what would that be?
the truth for what if I could say what I could say to those who didn't even take a look at it, man. I would honestly ask them to take a second look at this. You know, just take us. You know how you might read a book twice or look at a movie twice, and
Mm-hmm.
you done saw something completely new.
Exactly.
I really feel like not only that's going to happen in this case, but they're gonna. I'm people. Yeah, I don't want to put too much on it, man. I
Yeah,
just want.
don't. You don't got to show your hand because
Yeah.
we already know what it is. And for you to, first of all, thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. We really,
I appreciate.
really respect you. We really appreciate, your transparency and just everything, just the real raw, real time emotion. Because a lot of times when we do this, it don't come across this way. You in a heart of a real fight.
Yes.
Some men be over it. Some men still haven't went through it. You
Alone too.
you in it.
Alone.
You in it. And so, you know, fuck the people that's gonna judge you, right? Because we walk the walk. So we understand the intrusive thoughts. We understand the discombobulation of it all. And to be able to do all that and still have that fire to know that you're gonna fight for your kids
Right.
That's more commendable and more
Yeah.
admirable than anything other than what we've ever seen.
Salute.
That's my
Salute to
boy.
you,
So
brother.
I
My
just
boy.
want to extend that to you. And we know that if you keep going, better days are ahead. You said God. That's all I needed to hear. Cause ain't nothing more powerful than God.
Man, thank
And
you, man.
just take every day, one day
One
at
day at
a
a
time.
time.
Your kid is young, and just like my wife used to tell me, I'm gonna tell you because that helped me and it carried me through. I get emotional right now thinking about it. But when my kid was 2 and I couldn't see my kid, it was tough because I'm thinking about all those moments that I'm missing and all the things that she's being gonna be taught to dislike me or and all these things. But at the end of the day, I have my daughter right upstairs right now. Uh, she don't remember any of it, and the only thing she remembers is these good memories and this love that we pouring into her right now.
That's what's up, man.
So you need to just focus on that because your kid is only 2, and it's hurting you more mentally than anything. But you're gonna get your shot. You're gonna get your chance to be there. You just make sure you show up for that baby and you love him like you do all the rest of your kids. There's no doubt in my mind that you're gonna win custody because the way you talk, the way you present yourself is you at a level that it took us time to get to,
Man,
and
Exactly.
you doing
appreciate
this by yourself
Yep.
as a single father. Man,
And still showing up for your
I
other
salute to you,
kids.
and I
it.
just wish
It's a
every
privilege.
man that see this, that say, "Oh, I just wait till my kid get 18." Man,
Nah,
f
don't
that.
do it. Don't do it.
Because if you got a man right here that don't really have no support system and still doing what he got to do, man, there's no excuse for no man that can't see their kid and just want to just lay down.
That's right.
No, I can't respect that. And so, but so with that being said, I give you much respect in the
That's right.
world, brother, for doing the things you're doing and to carry on the way you're doing. If you need any help, if you just need someone to talk to again, feel free to reach out, man. I salute to you.
Man.
And
Salute,
it
man.
takes a lot of
Thank you, brother.
courage to come up on this platform. Like people don't understand that we know it's so many people reach out to us all the time just saying,
Right.
I want to tell my story, but I ain't ready yet. Or, I want, and because like you said, you was watching it, you was seeing it. And
Yeah.
even though it was happening to you, you gotta want that for yourself. You gotta get to that point. And we understand. This is why we've laid out this safe space for people to be able to do just that, because we know what it feel like. We know the harboring and the mental anguish and just the embarrassment,
Yeah.
just everything. The way people look at you every time they see you, and they want to talk about something that's life, that you should be living life, but you really just existing because somebody playing with your damn kid. And people don't understand it. And oh, here they come. We don't want to hear it. All he gonna talk about is that his this or that and that and that. And so we
Mhm.
get it. You speak our language.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So one day at a time, take them small losses, chop it up, keep going, keep pushing, and you will get what you deserve, because ain't no man that I ever seen that's as powerful in terms of being a good dad and loving on their kids and fighting that fight. You not gonna lose.
Yeah,
I
No,
can't see
absolutely.
it. I can't see it.
just gotta stay consistent
I can't see it.
and keep that mental, man, because
And
that's tough.
in
Man.
alignment with God. Don't
Yeah.
crash out, because it's designed for you to do that, and you know that.
Yeah.
You said it that time. That was key too, and I'm glad you dropped some gems during this interview, because
Yeah.
to know that, okay, you trying to get me to do that. A lot of men don't understand that. They just so filled with that emotion because it's that's what it's designed to do. It's
And
designed to do
it
that.
it don't y'all don't know how much I need to hear that, man. I'm telling you, because you just said it. I mean, it is solo over here. And then it gets even more solo and more few people you even feel comfortable talking to when it
Exactly.
gets to
Yeah.
stuff like that and all like that. And then
Yeah.
just, man, the whole way everything's set up in my background coming from Baltimore, you used to play like more of a muscle role, so I
Hmm.
I enjoy getting like that, and
Taking
then
it
having
there.
to, you know,
Yes.
you're not really a dangerous person unless you can carry out what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so me understanding all this stuff like that, it's even more. It's that's even more of another part that I had to control and deal with and get through, and
Yep.
that part. And I want brothers to know that I relate to you, bro. That that you can get through that. Like the children need us
Yeah.
to get through this.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so it's such a bigger, it's such a deeper and bigger
And I'm
point
glad you just made that
moving through that,
point.
man.
I'm glad you just made that point too, because your kid, like I said earlier, is two. But what happened once he get older and he start hearing certain things? If you fight right now, you should get to that point where you could be involved because you're gonna have to deal with other.
Yeah. It don't stop
Yeah,
here.
it don't
Yeah,
stop.
Don't
yeah,
stop here. Do your research, deep dive into parental alienation so
yeah.
you can know what to expect when you do get your baby and you are able to
Yeah,
connect with him, because it's not going to be a regular connection. It's not going to
Right,
be like it was with your other kids where
yeah,
it's been a smooth, straight selling from time to that age that they are now. It's going
mm-hmm.
to be a challenge, and you want to be well prepared so that when you do get your baby, you don't make any more mistakes to make the situation worse than it
Right,
is, just based off of pure emotion and us being human. Like, we
right,
don't have the tools to know how to really fight this stuff. And that's why we on here educating and really trying to raise awareness. People think it's about the drama side and the bullshit, but it's not for us. This is our life. And we
right.
only want to talk to people who understand our language. If you don't speak this language, don't tune in. If you
Mm-hmm.
can't help somebody, or you enabling deadbeat behavior, a bit of baby
Right,
mama bullshit, why are you on this page? Because we
right,
thinking about these kids.
because
We
everybody.
showing up to make sure these families is solid and still together. Because all
Yeah,
already as a whole, as a people, we broken. And
right.
so people want to
Mm.
still push this narrative and keep us apart and keep us divided. But the reality is, y'all the ones that's raising these kids, these killers and gorillas. You
It
gotta
starts at home.
where they daddies at? Why, where's the unity? Where's the village? Where's the
the
love?
village never there. When they always say it take a village, but when it's time for the village to step up, when they know somebody that's keeping their kids away from somebody, the
They
village is
out.
nowhere to be
Oh,
Right.
I ain't
found.
got nothing to do with that. Now you the
Uh-huh.
crazy one. Oh look
Yeah.
at oh look at him. Look at him crashing out. Oh, I don't want to come. I don't want because he negative, or they want to talk about is their kids. But wouldn't you? They don't get it. They don't
Yeah,
understand it.
but we do, and we appreciate you, brother.
I
Once
Keep
appreciate
us
again,
y'all.
posted, please. Like,
Appreciate y'all, man.
yeah,
Who's the deadbeat is the truth, man.
man, we
thank you so much.
we
Cause
just getting started, man.
yeah,
We
we got a lot of
got
work to
work to
do.
do,
Nah, y'all
a
just
lot.
hey, y'all got something good going, man. Keep going. Real talk. We see you.
All right, appreciate
Thank
that,
you.
man.
See
You
you,
have a
man.
good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care of them kids, man.
No, no doubt, man. Y'all too, man. Thank you
All right,
again. Have a good night too, man.
all right, you too,
Thank
brother.
you.
All right.
Whew, man,
This this one hit home for so many reasons. Not that the other interviews don't. We value each and every person we talk to, but this stuff is real, and
yeah,
we don't expect everybody to understand. We're not for everybody, right? But for the people that know and the ones that's going through it, please pay attention.
yeah,
Just pay attention to every single person that come up here, no matter they walk of life, no matter the color of their skin, no matter their gender, no matter nothing. It's
facts.
one thing that's still across the board is the common denominator, and that's the fact that somebody is playing with their kid. That's all that matters. That's all that counts. Somebody playing with their kid. Would you want somebody to play with your kid? That's all I gotta say.
And this, with that being said, there's nothing else to say, man. For the bitter baby mamas, let the father of your kid see they get their kid, man. You destroying it. You destroying both a father, a good father, and you destroying your kid.
And for the deadbeat dads, nothing. I hope your child that you don't show up for grow up to be the best version of themselves and be everything that they can be without you. Because if you choosing to not be a part of your kid life, it's nothing that I need to say to you. I have no respect for you. I don't want to hear about it. And I'm not talking about the ones that were forced that way because they gave up a fight. That's another category. I'm talking strictly about true deadbeats
That was never there, never
that
wanted to be
didn't
there.
want to step up. You know who you are.
And that's it, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night, man. Make sure y'all like, share,
Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Please get us. We trying to make 5,000 subs by June.
We gonna
Watch my husband say.
we gonna get there
Before
before that. But y'all know me, I always keep a positive attitude. But we got a lot of stuff in store. I just hope y'all just keep rocking with us and keep helping us raise awareness. Man, share these videos as much as you can. Um, we trying to reach as many fathers as we can. We trying to help as many fathers. Parents, yeah, whoever's being alienated.
We all about just dads, but no.
The reason why I say fathers for the women that's watching is because women deal with this way more, but we are against parental alienation across the board.
Women deal with what way more? You mean fathers?
I mean, fathers, yeah, fathers deal with it way more, being alienated from their kids than mothers.
Yeah.
But across the board, we are against parental alienation. So just make sure y'all just keep rocking with us, man, and keep sharing and subscribe and all of that. Share these videos, man, because we coming and we finna put awareness to this because there's a lot of people out here that's suffering in silence and people is unaliving themselves and everything behind this, even kids. So uh just stay tuned, man. Just keep rocking with us and we thank y'all for y'all support.
Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.
Good night.
Peace.